everybody, welcome back to Level Uploading Fight Feelings Face Facts with yours truly, Shay. If y'all hear a lot of noise, it's one of two things. It's this laptop that want to start overheating randomly sometimes, or it's these daggone cicadas outside my window doing the most. Like, it's fall. What are you guys doing? Why are y'all making all this noise? Anyway, guys, how you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. That's when I'm recording. So, just popping in. I've been going through my own battle, war, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if y'all noticed. I decided to give, my hair a little small break. Mind you, we're literally going through one of the biggest, I'm not gonna say one of the biggest because it's the South, so it's always hot. But yeah, we're getting a heat wave of 90 plus heat index advisories all week, and that would be the week that I want to decide to not only take my hair down, blow dry my hair, flat iron my hair, and cut my hair. I did all of that. I'm so proud of myself because those dead ends have been needing to get clipped off. Cut them. And so that brings me into this actual topic for today is dead ends. Getting rid of stuff that no longer serves us. God has really been getting with me about some things because I'm in a situation where it's time to declutter. It's time to take a look at the things that I own. It's time to make decisions. It's time to figure out what and where I'm going to my next level and what I'm going to bring with me. And, it's so interesting for me because I have two sides to me. So I have I cherish things. I can use this later. I know where my stuff is. Even if it's out of sight, out of mind. Like, I don't care if it's like a pal or something. If I need it, I know where it is and I can get it. So I have that side of me that's like, yeah, it might be a little bit of mess and I might not be using it right now. But when I do need it, I know where it is. And then I have the rage, decluttering, throw everything out part of me. And in this season that I feel like I'm in right now, I feel like God is really calling me to let go of some things. And I'm not just talking about in a physical, materialistic type of way, although that as well. He's calling for me to let go of so many things. So I was going through my closet, getting rid of some stuff that I no longer can fit, things that I've had for literally years. Y'all, I am so embarrassed by how long I have kept some stuff. Now, mind you, they were good quality, still fit, looked nice, all of that. But like, what are you holding on to, sis? Like, why are you still holding on to something that you were wearing when you were 22 or 23? I'm 35 years old. Now, mind you, like I said, the things that I did hold on were good quality and I was able to still fit them, which I don't know how, by the grace of God. I guess the material stretched as I grew. But, because I'm nowhere near the size that I was when I was 21, especially not at this current moment. But neither here nor there. It's like, what are you holding on to this for? Is it the memory? Is it just because you don't feel like diving outside to find out your new style because you're just overwhelmed? Is it because most of online shopping most of the shopping options is online these days, and we don't have good stores like we used to. We used to have so many options to shop in the store, and now it's like, to me, I don't feel like we have a good selection. But I'm biased because I preferred some of the older stores. If you know, Dots used to be our jam. Like, Dots used to get us together. Fashion Bug, Rainbow a little bit, for quick little stuff. We still got rainbows, but Rainbow ain't nothing but Fashion Nova and Pretty Little Thing and all of them. just the store brand of those. But I will say that the online seems like it has better selections. But anyway, I just kind of was coming into a place where I'm like, you just don't want to go to the next level. You don't want to have to you don't want to have to rediscover your style, so you're just sticking to what you knew. And that has been both easy and hard, because I got rid of so much stuff in my closet, like, it's not even funny. And I still have more to get rid of. So there are things that I couldn't fit, things that just didn't fit my style anymore, things that did not align with the woman that I am. Like I said, some stuff I've had for years, some stuff a couple years, some stuff 5 years, some stuff 10 years, and I'm not the same person that I was when I bought those things. I don't even go places that I would be even needing to wear some of the stuff that I have. So just kind of getting rid of those type of things has been a huge help in decluttering my life. Another thing that I've been noticing is a lot of paper. So I've been shredding and blacking out and just trying to get a handle on those things. Another thing is jewelry, like especially like the costume jewelry, like the jewelry that's specifically like for a certain outfit. I have my real jewelry, my real gold, my real stuff for, like, that's mostly what I wear, honestly. But back when I actually used to do things excuse me. Oh, this is so good. These are so good. But anyway, this is strawberry lemonade. Back in my days when I used to really go places and stuff, like, I had clothes that was more for clubbing. I had clothes that were like brunch things. I had clothes that were for, dates. And I'm in this space right now where that's not where I'm at. I'm not in those spaces. I don't go clubbing. I don't really do the whole brunch day party thing. I'm not currently dating or aspiring to date. No shade, not trying to say it like that, but right now I have a lot more things that I'm focused on. My eyes are really narrowed in on a certain thing, which is of course my relationship with God and my health. So right now I'm not even entertaining the concept of dating. So it's some stuff that just doesn't fit anymore, just doesn't fit physically, and just doesn't fit my personality and where I am. And I unfortunately feel like a lot of us have this trauma response of holding on to things that are no longer serving us and allowing them to weigh us down. And I'm guilty of it, and God has just been kind of getting my heart postured to be able to release things, be able to give to people. Some of this stuff I'm holding on to would be a blessing to other people. I'm just keeping it in my closet for a memory, when it could actually be useful to someone, actually be of, an actual blessing to somebody. I'm sitting here keeping it because, I remember when I got this and I've been wearing this, It's just really silly when you think about it. And so I'm having to take a look at the decisions that I've made in the past and figure out how that looks, and is it something that I want to take into my future? Is it something that I want to drag along with me to my next level? A lot of this stuff we don't understand a lot of times, that we get that instant dopamine, serotonin, or whatever the actual whatever the actual term is. We get that adrenaline rush from getting things and having things, but we don't understand that when we keep things past their expiration date, when we keep things past their usefulness in our life, they become a burden. They become something for us to shift around, something for us to reorganize. We're having to go to the store and buy things to organize things that are in our home. TikTok and Amazon and all these other consumerist type sites that we are always on all day, they have us buying everything, impulsively being consumers. And then we're taking in all of this stuff, bringing in all this clutter, all of this junk is all around our homes. And yes, it might be useful, but is it necessary? Some of the stuff that we get is not necessary. You and I know we all have been on Amazon scrolling for things that we absolutely do not need. It will be times where we don't even need anything, and we would sit and think like, oh, I know I need something for Amazon. Let me figure out something to buy. Crazy, right? And we need to be packing light. We need to be packing lighter, because this stuff weighs us down. If you've ever watched an episode of Hoarder, you see how quickly some of that stuff can really overtake you. And as a person, I'm not saying everyone is like this, but for me personally, I have a lot of creativity blocks. I have a lot of, I get overwhelmed easily, and anxiety kind of starts to build when I feel like I'm in a very cluttered, not organized space. So then I'm going out and I'm buying organizing stuff. I'm buying bins and I'm buying more stuff to organize stuff, instead of being able to release stuff and give to people and to share the things that were useful to me at one point, instead of me trying to keep them in a dusty closet or in a storage closet, when it could really be getting used somewhere else. I'll tell this quick story and then I'll call it a day, because honestly this was supposed to be very quick. So my outside storage, every unit here comes with outside storage, which was amazing and which is amazing, because anytime you have a good closet storage, major plus, you don't have to keep everything inside your apartment. It helps you to kind of get stuff out of sight, out of mind, but also in a safe space. And also you're not paying storage fees for an actual public storage or anything like that. And I had not been in my storage unit for about 1.5 to 2 years. I don't know what or when it happened, but my mind told me that during the winter time something went in there. This is just all my imagination, y'all. This literally is, I have no reason or rhyme or reason to why I think this. I don't know if it was a dream that I had and it just stuck. I don't know. But basically, my mind told me that it's kind of sick when you think about it. Something had went in there, nested, and that's their home now. So I was almost to a point where my brain had made me terrified to go into the storage unit. So last Saturday I put on the armor of God, including some Kevlar gloves. I put on a whole onesie, so I was completely covered from head to toe. Put on some gym shoes and some socks rolled up so nothing could get to my ankles. I was, like I said, fully armored up, and I went out there, and the storage unit literally looked exactly the same as it had 2 years ago, minus a few spider webs or something. Our mind is a very crazy thing. And I said all that to say, we can talk ourselves into keeping things, or we can talk ourselves into hoarding things just due to the way our mind works. When I was thinking about how this magical, mystical animal decided to crawl into my storage unit, which it did not do, and make a home of it, it was keeping me from putting stuff away. So it was, instead of it being in the designated spot for it, which is the storage unit for the overflow, for the things that I'm not using, for the things that I don't need in my home but I still want to keep, I was hoarding that stuff in my house, taking up room in my home closet for things that should have been used there. So I was not putting that space and that amenity to good use. And if we let our minds tell it, if I were to go outside into that storage unit, things that I have not looked at in 2+ years. If I do not have my mind and my heart set and postured properly, I will go out there and I will convince myself that, guess what? I need these things. I have to keep them. Like, be for real. You haven't looked at these or thought about any of these things in 2 years. But if I were to open up one of those boxes and go through them, I'm like, oh, I forgot I had this. Okay, I'm going to keep it. That has not been serving me. And so in this season and in this time, I am learning how to be able to just let go of things that are not serving me. That can include people, places, things, old thought processes, old belief systems. I'm actually going to be doing when I have some time, I'm going to sit down and go through my old podcast episodes, my old videos. I need to do some damage control on them. Anything that was mentioning universe and ancestors and guides when I was trying to be so politically correct, I need to either put some disclaimers on them or whatever. I don't know how I'm going to handle those situations, but there are so many things that I no longer believe, that no longer align with who I am, that I did a couple years ago when I started my podcast. And so letting those ideals go is going to be so freeing for me. Letting go actual stuff is going to be so freeing for me. Letting go of people and places that aren't fit for me anymore is going to be so freeing for me. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are actually trying your best to keep your homes decluttered, keep your minds decluttered, embrace your creativity, because once you get all that stuff out, you can think clearly. It's a real thing. Think about how good you feel when you clean a car and you get in your car and you have it detailed and it just feels like it's a brand new car. Like, just think about how good you feel. Imagine your life like that. Imagine your brain like that, where you're actually finding what you're supposed to be focused on instead of thinking about nonsense. And the only way to do that is to get your eyes on the right things. Get your eyes on your relationship with God. Get your eyes on your health. Get your eyes on, your purpose in life. Figuring out what you're going to be contributing to this world. How are you going to help? How are you going to make a difference? What is going to be your moment of, I came and I made a difference in this life. It's just something to think about, guys. But if you have clutter, please be sure that you are understanding that we are not supposed to store up things here. We're not supposed to be storing up things here where things can rust and get moths and get stolen. We are supposed to be focusing on storing up our treasures in heaven. So here we're supposed to be, yes, we can have things and we can have nice things, but we just have to remember that our true treasure is always going to be in heaven. So don't focus on hoarding things here. Be okay with letting go. Donate to organizations, nonprofits, helping the unhoused, helping the transients and the domestic violence survivors, things like that. Like, I plan on doing a lot of donations to a lot of different organizations that can really use the help. And I will find so much peace and comfort in knowing that this stuff that has once meant so much to me will now mean so much to someone else and can actually be of use to them instead of storing up dust in a closet or in a corner somewhere. I hope this convicted and edified a little bit, because I definitely is something that I'm working on over here. So if you guys have stuff that you need to be working on, which I'm sure you do, get to it, y'all. One room at a time. Get rid of stuff. You don't need 17 pair of black leggings. You don't need 17 I'm trying to think of what. You don't need 17 pair of black heels. Just be okay with letting stuff go. It'll come back to you. You have to make room for new things. You can't get your new blessing if you're just still holding on to that past. You're being asked to release it and trust God to provide you with new, better, and more. And on that note, guys, I will call this an episode. I hope you enjoy. Have a good one. My voice is tired, so thank you for bearing with me. I don't know what's been going on with that, but just keep me in your prayers. My voice is under attack. You know they be trying to attack your voice. But anyway, y'all have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.